this part are for people who want to have happy family life, happy relationship. So, if you know your marriage is in shambles, people are having bars, and you don't like it that way. You don't like it that way, which I am 99% sure that marriages, couples don't like having bars, but they cannot also stop it. It is part of the ingredients that make their marriage to exist. But you don't like it. People have been having challenges, problem here and there. And like the previous video I made, which that demarcation, this very demarcation is in here, was I talk about that. So what are those things you can do as a husband, as a wife, to have a good, a happy relationship, a happy marriage life? What are those things? I'm going to talk about just few in this very video. So give me your attention. Now I'm going to quote from the scripture. Now, first, I want to let you understand this, that every machines that you ever know, every house has a plan. Let me start from that part. Every house has a plan. And for the plan to come out, there was an architect. The architect drafts the plan. The architect has the understanding of the plan. I told you I've been an engineer for years, so I'm talking this from experience. Yes. So it has a plan. So the architect will hand over the plan to the engineer, who will be able to interpret. There are some parts that the engineer may not even be able to interpret. So you need to consult the architect so as to get the message. So they will now go to use that plan to build a good structure. They will build an edifice that you see and say, wow, how did this come about? Marriages could be like this beautiful edifice if followed the structure. Yes. Maybe you don't get it. Let me give you another illustration. When you buy electronic, there's a manual. There's a manual that the manufacturers will put, that if you follow the manual, everything will work smoothly. So when you're able to follow the manual, you read the manual. I know we Nigerians, we don't used to read manual. Yes, I know that. I know even you watching this video, you don't used to read manual. When you just remove, you start pressing, you just put battery in your remote and start pressing. 90% of Nigerians don't read manual. Alright, back to the point. Now, marriages could be as an appliances that you have gone through the manual and you start using it. But what if you don't go through the manual and you start using it? You might be using upside down. That is it. Now I want to take your brain memory lane when GSM came out. Many of us did not know how to use 3310 or Motorola. We didn't know how to use those phones. I think from those phones we got experience to use other phones. So we all have to go and read the manual. There was very big volume of manual. I had Motorola C117, the other of my person have 3310. So the manual was very big like this. Even SIM card has a very heavy manual. Now what's the purpose of this? In order for you to be able to go through it carefully and work successfully, since the manufacturer is not there to guide you. Imagine that you buy these appliances and you don't follow through the manual. Will everything work smoothly? No way. Imagine an architect or an engineer is building the house without a plan. He's just building it bars. You get the point now? Would that house be okay? No way. I have been in this field for over 10 years, so I can tell you categorically that every engineer needs a plan. That plan is to guide him and everything to work smoothly. So let's bring it down to marriage. How does these appliances and building this beautiful edifice correlate with marriage or relationship? So let me tell you this. First, who is the originator of marriage? I want you to answer that question. Who started the first marriage? The first marriage was initiated over 6,000 years ago in the Garden of Eden. Take your brain memory lane. So, who initiated them? It was Adam and Eve, was the first couple. So, who was the person that initiated the marriage? Who started it? God. God saw that it was not good for a man to stay alone. It was not good. It's not good for a man to stay alone. So I'll provide an helper. Who is going to help you in doing other things. If I come back from work, keep water for me. He's an helper now. That is it. I am the one that's supposed to go and fetch my water, or get my this and that. So you are as an helper, you are as an helper. So it's not good for a man to stay alone. I'll provide an helper. So God was the originator of marriage. Ecclesiastes 4 verse 12 says that any rope that is twisted through a tree is not easily to cut off. I'll put it in my own place. It's being said that a bunch of broom cannot easily be. Yes. But when you want to become the only tree that want to become a forest, it's a problem. So this is it. Let's go back to the marriage. So if you want your marriage to be happy, successful, return to the manual, to the originator. The question is, the originator of marriage, who is like the manufacturers of appliances, did he provide a manual for this? Yes. Yes, there is a manual for it. I respect your faith, whether you're a Christian or not. Please go and get the Bible and read. If you want to have a happy family life, read the Bible carefully. Please do not judge others, because many religious leaders, their marriage is even having bars. Don't worry, they're only holding the Bible, they're not reading. Even if they're reading, they're not doing it. Some people are reading the Bible for you, they're not reading for themselves. That's the truth too. Many persons are reading the Bible for you, the brethren, so that you put money, you put offering. They're not reading it for themselves. So don't judge happy family life respecting who is preaching to you, how his marriage is. No, don't judge it like that. Judge it based on what you understand. So I want to tell you this: go to the Bible, read the Bible from the beginning to the end. From the beginning to the end. Now, it's not something you need to do it one day. Just do as you can do. There are a lot of phases you need to go through, and you have everything to help yourself. Let me start with that of Genesis, which God said it's not good for a man to stay alone. So I'll provide him an helper. So the wife is an helper. You are not my boss. You are a helper. I don't know if you're getting that part. So you are meant to help me. So being the fact that you're my helper, men, I want you to also have this understanding that women are not your enemy. They're your helper. You're not also their boss. They're coming to assist you. So you people are like co-workers in this journey of happy family life. You people are like co-workers. So you don't need to abuse your co-worker. If you abuse your co-worker, what happened to Nimrod? Nimrod building will happen. Everybody will abandon the marriage, and that is it. So go and read the Bible carefully. By the time you read the Bible, you're going to find out those points. The Bible has cited a point clearly. What a man should do, what a woman should do for a happy family life. Go and read the Bible very well. Read the book of Colossians. Read it very well. You're going to find it. A man should love the wife as his own body. When you love something, you cherish it. If I love this, my glasses, so I don't need to throw it anyhow. If I keep it in there, it might get rough. Do you get the message from that angle? So I need to cherish it. I need to keep it in a safe place. How do you present your wife? How do you talk about your wife outside? Yes. And wife, on the other hand, has to have deep respect. It's not respect. The Bible does not say have respect. The wife has to have deep respect, very deep one. And this is the kind of respect you are having for your father. You know, when I say you're having this respect for your father, there's a time that your father is wrong, and you don't even have the right to tell him that you're wrong. I don't know if you've experienced that before. What your father is doing, you know it's wrong. But well, let him do it. That's his problem. You get the point from that angle. Now that's what we're talking about, deep respect. So that time that what your husband is doing is wrong, but correcting him too is also wrong. So you need to find a skillful way to bring in the message. Listen, I'm not saying you should not correct him, but this time is wrong. And if you stand at that point to correct him, you might also be wrong. So two wrongs can never make right. Yes. Except one wrong decide to multiply. Let's bring in mathematics. Decide to multiply himself to see what the other person is seeing from his own angle. That's multiplication. You see in mathematics, minus plus minus is still minus. But minus multiply, minus turn over and see what the other minus is going through. It becomes plus. The same is applicable to marriage. So if your husband says something and it's wrong, as a wife, you're expected to have deep respect. Are you supposed to correct him like that? Your boss, you're talking to your boss, you should have what we call deep respect. You can see the kind of, so how will you have deep respect for your boss? Because there's a way your boss will talk, there's something that your boss will do. You will not correct him, you shut your mouth. You shut your mouth, you won't say anything. Even your elder brother, this how your elder brother will talk. You know that thing is wrong, but you shut your mouth because he's your elder brother. So why is it that your husband will talk? Your husband will say, before your husband will say 1, you have said 11. Deep respect. So you see that both party has part to play. Both party has part to play. There are a lot of things. That if you know and you do it, the marriage will be very, very that is it. And I'm urging you that if you're not following me now, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, if you're not yet following, you have not clicked the like button, you have not followed me, somehow you have missed a lot. Because things like this, banger like this will be coming. Yes, which is going to help you live a happy family life. If you know that you're a single person who would like to have a happy family life, you should follow me, because I'll be coming up with tips, content, materials that will help you stay alert. If I'm happy, I might even open room for marriage counseling. If I'm happy. Yes, I know the kind of counseling I went through before I got married. I got married at a very early age. But I'm still in it. In short, most people say you will not stay. You're a child. You're this and that. Of course, I was a child, but I was a mature child. They didn't know that inside I've filled it with enough counseling, because I know I was young. So I need to go and buy the knowledge. I've sourced it. Get it. If you want to have a happy family life, it is possible. It is never too late. Both of you can fix the problem. Everyone should do their part. If the husband is doing his own part, the wife is doing her own part, both of you will be happy. Like the video, share, so that others can help. And at this point, I say, I love you. Bye-bye for now.